Okay, this is a Annke DVR, which I'm going to be sending back, but still it's got some neat features to it. You can see, got control of the alley cam and all that stuff, and even gets audio. Menu command, but you can control it. But any detection algorithm that has, you can't apply to non-Anki cameras. So you can go into the camera menus, by pushing that little menu button, and you navigate it with the arrow keys here, and the enter key, takes you deeper into the menu. So you can see there. But these are IP cams, obviously, but these others are analog. So there's one of them, which is a nice metal camera. Now this Anki PTZ here is just so cheaply made. It's not worth keeping. The other cameras are like that one there. I guess I don't have any more in here. Yeah, I guess I don't. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. No, yeah. Here's one right here. But yeah, they're just rather cheaply made. But I wouldn't trust it. That's the Dan Cam Eversec. I'm gonna have to send that back because it's defective. And that's your zoom cam right next to it. But yeah, anyway, if you go in here, go to playback, and you can select whatever camera you want, like for example, camera 8, which I've been recording stuff on. You can see all the timeline events and everything, kind of scroll through things like this, and it's like smart detection, so you can hit this to advance to the next, event, choose your dates here, and, it's pretty cool. And you can go to normal mode, which won't show you the events, I don't think, but see, but, then, you can also, go to smart analysis, okay, and, like look for humans or vehicles, so, but usually you're looking at a bunch of blowing bushes and stuff, so, clicked on it and say blowing bushes, great. You can go to camera and try to set some of those things up, I guess. Well, actually that might be analog camera, display. So that's how you can control the on-screen display stuff. Video parameters and substream, mainstream, flood substream. But that's for cameras you want, and go into storage and advanced. And if you want to reformat it, which is what I'm going to have to do, that's how you do it. Just select it and reformat it. So it's full now after several days. I mean, it keeps quite a bit of footage here. Well, it's not showing. But anyway, let's go to general settings. Okay, then you got the event thing, and this is how you set it up. And you got false alarm, detection targets. You deselect these, and it's motion sensing only. You can draw your thing on it. Schedule linkage action. Let's see, this is still on a per camera basis, so different cameras can have different options, but at any rate, yeah. Camera 8 here, line crossing and intrusion modes. I guess I don't have any of these enabled, because they're either line crossing or intrusion, which are based on areas, I think. So of course the normal events, again, it's got human and vehicle detection, so I don't understand that. See, I have it set up to 100% for these, so it's you would think it would do better than it does sometimes. So like I said, it's really unfortunately too limited, but video tampering, loss, alarms, exceptions. So go into maintenance, and you got these things here, so you can download it. But again, you can't download an actual standard file format, so it downloads some kind of crazy, file, and I forgot what kind of file, but anyway. But it's just not very useful. So network settings, hard drive, import export. But yeah, it's some kind of weird MP4 thing. So upgrade, default network, hard drive. System service. So on Viv. But anyway, that's pretty much the system. But like I said, I'm not keeping it. It's a pretty neat system, and the web interface is pretty cool too. I mean, and you just have to find the DVR address and log straight into it. It doesn't size things properly, but you got to select these cameras one at a time, every time you come into this thing, so that kind of sucks. But you can you know, bring in a number of them. You know, the display grid and all that stuff, and go into playback and picture, and you know, you got PTZ control here and some things like that. You know, it's much better thought out than Zossi is. Let's go into playback and it gives you kind of a timeline here. But anyway, can't remember how it works, but yeah, you know, got better control of the settings and things like that. You know, on an individual camera basis, and you know, configuration. It's got a lot of configuration capabilities. You know, unlike Zossi's system, which is so generic, it's unbelievable. I mean, this is much better thought out. So, like I said, I like Anke's system, but their cameras are just so cheaply made. And like I said, since it doesn't work with anybody else's cameras, you know, I haven't tried other analog cameras. Well, actually, I have. Like I said, like this camera right here, and you can see it's that one. Okay, that's camera 1. Yeah, that's camera 1. Let's go to that. This is for camera 1, and you know, but it does have smart events available, despite the fact this is not an Anke camera. In fact, it's actually a 5 megapixel camera, but I can only access it as 4 megapixel because it doesn't work properly with Anke. But you know, apparently, you know, it's still an analog camera, so you don't have to just use Anke cameras with analog. But digital, the IP cams, yeah, it won't work on those without them being Anke, you know, protocol cameras or some shit. So anyway,